call. CQ40, this is Mexico 3, Papa X-Ray Papa. Mike 3, Papa X-Ray Papa, calling CQ on 40 meters and listening for any call. CQ40, this is Mexico 3, Papa X-Ray Papa. Mike 3, Papa X-Ray Papa, calling CQ on 40 meters and listening for any call. CQ40, this is Mexico 3, Papa X-Ray Papa. Mike 3, Papa X-Ray Papa, calling CQ on 40 meters and listening for any call.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Ski.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sounding good, mate. How's it going?
Yeah, not too bad, mate.
Alrighty, well, we're all up and running. We're hot to trot.
Ah, well, there we are on this fine Christmas Eve.
Have you done something to your audio?
Why?
Sounds different.
What, different new?
It sounds awesome. I don't know what it is, though.
Ah, different good.
Yes, indeedy.
No, not that I know of, mate. Other than the fact of having a cough and a cold for the last 2 weeks. That might have done it.
Mate, yeah, you're sounding properly awesome, mate. Sounds wicked.
Uber Barry.
Yeah, it's not just the Barry. It's got that, I don't know, it's got the thing.
It's got the thing. I don't know, mate. I've not changed anything, I don't think. Yeah, no, it's same as it was last time we were on, buddy.
Oh, ideal, mate. Maybe it's just because we haven't been on the radio for a while, mate. You kind of forget how good everything sounds. That's entirely possible. It's been a while.
Yeah, 10 days, I think.
Holy shish kebab. That's not, that shouldn't be legal.
Yeah, 13th for the 12th, mate, was the last time we were on.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think that's, that might be it, mate. It might just be the fact that, I haven't been on for so long. But, yeah, you're sounding real good, mate. Sounding real good. Is Andy with us?
He should be, directly. But yeah, he knows where we are, I think. Yeah, I did send him a text. So yeah, he should be with us directly.
He'd be with us directly. Fine deal, mate. Well, I've got to say, mate, it's new, different, and exciting being on the radio again, mate. It feels like it's been months. I know it hasn't, but it kind of, God, it's good to be back.
He's back. He's new and improved. He's the sweetest smelling Nick in the world.
In the world.
Yeah, right on, mate. It's been, work's been hectic. Meant to finish at, 9:30ish. Last night I got home at 11:45.
Holy shish kebab. So I'm assuming that's crazy Christmas orders, people last minute panic buying.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we were, we've been overrun. I mean, I don't envy the guys that are working today, I'll tell you. But, yeah, it's been very, very busy.
Yeah, stuff, mate. I bet it's been absolutely bonkers, mate. People mass ordering stuff for Christmas and that. But at least you got, was it a few days off now?
Off till Sunday, mate. Not back until Sunday. So, plenty of time for radio this week.
Right on, mate. Ideal. Well, that's good, mate. Good. Living the dream. I'm just tweaking output here, making sure I'm. Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, right on. I'm tickling around 3 times radio.
Peas in a pod, mate. Around about 3-ish, yeah. That's good, mate. Ideal. Well, living the dream, mate. It's it's been a crazy couple of days, mate. I think it's been a bit like it for everybody. But like you say, a couple of days off, mate. Get some time in on the old radio. Oh, I'm touching the boom. Oh no!
Don't break the skin.
Oh yeah, breaking the skin. That's where all the problems start, isn't it?
That's it, mate. Just don't touch.
Right, hang on a minute. I'm just gonna move the boobage. Just had to make sure I was still speaking to the right side of the microphone then. Oh, God. Yeah, I was just rotating so it was more in front of me rather than to the side because I was trying to lean that way and getting in the way. But, yeah. Well, I've put a live stream going. We got 2 people in there, so me plus somebody. But, yeah. What am I doing? There was something else I was going to do then, and I forgot. Oh well, never mind. We got a Whistler. Good afternoon, or good morning, Mr. Whistler.
Whistler, eh?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for him to crack out a shotgun in his peg leg and call Blade or something, you know?
Right on. Well, here we are.
Mate, I'm listening to you, and it's doing the thing again, isn't it? I love what monitoring these mics does to you. So good.
Yeah, it's, you just can't help yourself, can you?
Absolutely not, mate. I mean, why would you want to either? It's so much fun. Especially when you get the dulcet tones running through the audio equipment.
Oh, yeah.
We got some fat sounds. Some real fat sounds.
Yes. So fat it should be illegal.
Have you got a license for that fat?
Extra fat.
Yes. Extra fat. Just bring your own voice and you're good to go. Unless you sound like matey that the dude was on about in that YouTube video, then apparently he just shouldn't bother because it's genetics, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, we've all been genetically modified, mate.
Genetically, chemically, everything, mate.
Yeah, that's it. We are GM, mate.
Oh God! Don't touch the microphone boom whilst keyed up. That's no good.
I'm gonna have to get you a pair of marigolds, mate.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, having the boom on the wall mount, oh, what a difference. Yeah, it's you can bang around and it don't pick anything up. It's just obviously if you touch the boom or the mic, that's a different story.
2e0yro.
Oh, 2e0yro. Good evening, noon, Mr. Burridge.
Yes, good afternoon, evening, morning to you, Mr. Nicholas. How are you today?
Doing wonderful. You're sounding mighty fine there, Mr. Burridge.
Well, thank you very much for commenting on my dulcet tones. Good morning to you, Mr. Matthew.
Morning, Mr. Burrows.
And how are you, even though I spoke to you on the phone recently? Over?
Yeah, all right, mate. It's all good. It's all gravy. Turkey's in cooking as we speak. So yeah, all good, mate. Had to do a last-minute dash out this morning to pick up a few bits, but all done now. Car's locked up. That's us done. Cheers. Thank you very much, and good night.
Did you take the rest of the reindeers with you?
No, I didn't, mate. Just the one.
Just Dasher. Well, the rest of them are going to be well cheesed off with you then.
They certainly are, sir. But yep, it's all gravy. So, what you been up to, mate? Anything?
Nothing much. A quick shoot on, what day is it today? Whatever day it is today, on whatever. Quick shoot, 20 minutes worth. And that was that done. That's all I've done all week, to be honest with you.
Well, it's been a tough one then, mate, yeah?
It's been a long and boring one, that's for sure.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, I thought you'd been on the radio messing around, but here we are. We're doing it. We're here. I'm just waiting for a beverage to arrive, and then I'm set.
A beverage?
Yeah, that's it. What's a French aerial?
Oh, yeah. Oh, god damn it.
What's the matter, Nick?
Dear, oh dear, hang on.
Nick, do you have any idea on what time you plan on coming over today?
Absolutely none whatsoever.
Oakley dokley. Sarah working, is she or not?
No, she's off. They've just been vets, done the deed, brought her back to show the rest of the horde so that they know she's cooking fried. And then they're taking her up to the crematorium thing. And then she'll be back, so I can find out whenever she's back. I can get you a more, I was going to say a more accurate time, but a time full stop.
Yeah, no worries, mate. It's no rush, whatever. You know, it is what it is, mate, you know?
Yeah, roger, mate. Is there any preferred time period you'd like?
Nope.
Ookily, no worries.
We're gravy anytime. Oh, yeah.
1, 2, there you go. We're back to cooking and running. I had to clearly overdid things.
Oh, right on. Didn't realise, mate. I noticed it went a little bit quieter, but I didn't really see much difference in the needle reading.
The joys of 40 meters, mate. Signals are so good, it just don't matter.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah, we should be good now anyway, so, I don't know, I mean, I didn't get the usual beep, so, I don't know why, or what actually happened, but, done a quick reset, left it for, literally like an over or two, and, we're good to go, so, who knows, mate. Fun and games. It's been one of them days, mate.
Yeah, one of them days. Mr. Barrage, I am visited to be to you for just after 10 a.m. tomorrow, alright, mate?
10 American functions, no problems. Thank you very much. Bonjour.
Yeah, no worries, mate. I went out specially and bought you some carrot and turnip.
Why, don't you eat carrot and turnip?
Nah, but yeah, I got some anyway, so I know what you like.
I love me carrot and turnip, mate. Oh, my life. Oh, it's a must-have. Thank you very kindly much.
Carrot and turnip omelette. Lovely.
Was that next? A carrot and turnip omelette?
Yeah, that's the one.
Omelette.
Yeah, that's it. Veggie omelette, mate. Didn't he write, oh no, that was Shakespeare, wasn't it, who wrote Hamlet?
That was it. York, I knew him well.
Burge, I knew him well.
Forsooth, what light shines through yonder window? It's only Burridge and his veggie burger sandwich.
My God, I tell you what, that was rather sophisticated and educated of us. We're going to have to stop that.
Yeah, pack that up. We'll get people to have the wrong impressions of us.
People will start complaining.
If we don't come in for that kind of high society malarkey.
No, we don't. In other news, I was out doing a delivery to a household yesterday, and as you know, when you order stuff from the retail supplier, if they don't have what you want in stock, they substitute your item for something similar. Well, anyway, I delivered this box of goodies to this property, noticing that there was a few items of meat products in there that were of a certain type. So anyway, I knocked on the door, and I knew instantly that they wouldn't be going anywhere near those meat products.
I'm totally getting what you're saying, mate.
Yep. As soon as they started delving through the box and saw the meat products, yes, as you can imagine, I was asked to remove them before they went any further.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Maybe you're in the wrong country.
Exactly that, mate.
They could have been veganitarians.
Oh, you must have known them then.
No, mate. Don't have none of that round here. Well, probably do, to be honest with you, because there's a few very pale people live across the road.
I like it. Very pale people. You know what, as well, right? So, here goes the rant. If there's any vegetarian/vegan peoples listening, I do not mean to offend, but I'm sure, as you may very well know, if you've researched these things, none of this will be new news to you. It is extremely difficult to be actually genuinely healthy if you're a vegan or vegetarian. Right, full and complete. But bearing in mind that this is coming from somebody who eats very unhealthily, so I'm not having a dig there. Right, it's almost impossible to be healthy when you're a vegan or a vegetarian, unless you're somebody who has very good diet-wise and also takes supplements, which most of them don't. So the argument of it's healthier, it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Yeah, but I think a lot of them are not really doing it for health reasons. Oh, a tasty beverage has just arrived. Thank you, Charlady. Yeah, I think it's the sheer fact of not eating meat or dairy products. But hey, more for me, mate. I don't care.
I had this discussion with Kasia when she lived here, because she decided that she was going to go vegan, vegetarian, whatever. I think pescatarian, whatever you want to call them, I don't know. And I'm going, now, I can't quite understand that. So she's going, what's that? I said, well, to be honest with you, I said, I don't actually think there's a full 100% vegetarian or vegan. So she's going, well, what do you mean by that? I said, well, everybody loves a bit of meat sometimes.
Exactly.
Can't beat a bit of bacon, mate. Oh,
talking about bacon, you sausage?
Mate. Yeah, bacon sandwich. Oh yeah, just the smell of it cooking, and that's me done. Cheers.
I mean, he had the right kind of product. It's pork. I mean, even the gays like pork.
Disgusting.
Hey, mate, 19 minutes, 55 seconds. It took us a while to get there, mate.
A lot slower than normal, I'll tell you.
Mate, we're out of practice.
It's not good. We're slacking. Drastically slacking here.
Well, all I can say, Andy, so when we come on a minute, I'm touching the boom again. Oh, God. All I can say is, when I come on a minute ago and Matt answered, and I was like, what have you done to your audio? He's like, what? I'm like, it sounded good, mate. I'm like, have you changed or, like, added some new equipment or something? He's like, why? What kind of different? I'm like, I don't know. It's just doing the thing. He's like, I ain't touched nothing, mate. I'm like, oh, maybe it's just because we haven't been on for a while. And you kind of forget. I'll tell you what, mate. Oh, so good.
Yeah, I must admit, both of your audio is sounding superb. As always, to be honest with you, it doesn't matter what microphone you had before, but yeah, both sounding superb on this side of the radio airwave.
Yeah, mate, you too, mate. Sounding blooming awesome. Especially since you did the little extra lift in the low there. Yeah, sounding awesome, mate. Absolutely mental. Like you say, it's once you get to a certain, or it appears to be, once you get to a certain level of good, any changes from there aren't necessarily better, they're just different.
Yeah, QSL, mate. Well, I'm thinking after Christmas lunch tomorrow, I think my bottom end will need lifting again.
Onto the toilet.
Off. I'll be on it most of the week, but it'll be off.
Yeah, that's what friends are for, mate.
Oh.
That's what friends are for. Anyway, Nick, what have you been up to all week? Anything or nothing?
Oh, God, mate. You had to ask, didn't you?
Hang on, I'm sitting here, cup of tea, biscuits, packet of fags. Right, go on.
Yeah, nothing, mate. Oh, dear. Not a great deal, mate. Usual, same old, mate, you know. Past couple of days have been a bit like it with Tegan and her pet leaves, mate. But other than that, just the usual, mate. Nothing exciting. Last minute packaging and stuff. Oh God, that's a point. Crap. Rollercoffs. Oh God. Oh, and it's out for delivery. I've got a package incoming.
Hey?
Yeah, I just remembered, mate. I'm just checking the tracking and it says out for delivery. God damn it.
Yeah, I was going to mention to you about that as well. As you were coming over here this evening, did you want to drop off what you had for Burry?
I think it's already there, mate. I think, or I think Sarah. Yes. The answer's yes. Was already doing that, and I think Sarah's already got it in the bag. That's the word, the bag. My brain ceased to function for a moment. Then, ready to go, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. That's I thought it would be ideal. Said he's he's here tomorrow, and we got to put up with him for a few hours tomorrow morning.
Mate, lucky you. I mean, unfortunately, I'm not going to get to see you tomorrow, Andy. What the hell?
I'm sure if I'm not too gut-rotted and too heavy-weighted to walk up the stairs, I can probably catch you on the radio sometime when I get back.
Mate, Matt's going to stay on by, ready to turn everything on and cart you upstairs.
Yep, there you go. Right, get up there. It's all ready. Get on there.
plug him in, switch him on, give him a brew, fill the custard cream slots up.
Last week, there was an eventful happening in my life. Somebody in Birmingham decided that they wanted £100 worth of McDonald's meal on paid by me. Unfortunately, I didn't know this, so I went to order my Chinese last weekend, and 3 times it came up with failed payment. Bank doesn't recognise the details. So I just let it go and thought, the bank's probably doing an update, blah, 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 let it go. Then I realised that I had to pay my council tax. Went to pay my council tax, couldn't pay my council tax. Gets in contact with the bank, and they notified me that somebody wanted to pay for McDonald's in Birmingham, £110 worth of meals, so probably trying to treat expenses as well, on my card. And they said, well, we've stopped your card. And I'm going, yeah. I said, I understand why you stopped it. I said, but can you tell me how you knew that it wasn't me? They said, yeah, because of the way that we send the verified by Visa. I'm going, okay, fine. I said, and when did this happen? So he said, the 9th of December. I'm going, it's now the 22nd. It's the 22nd. You know, so you never bothered to email me or contact me via my telephone or whatever to let me know that I've been unable to pay any bills since the 9th of December. So I'm not very impressed at all. I said, with that, I said, you send out 3-4 emails a week to me, notify me of keeping an eye out for scams. I said, no, you're scamming me by not telling me about this. So I'm not very impressed.
Well, that's just crap, isn't it? I'm going to say, I mean, at least you knew it wasn't me, mate, because if I was ordering takeaway for me and my mates, it'd have been like 20 quid.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't have minded that. But then I'm thinking, last year, same time last year, my card got stopped once again, but the bank actually notified me that somebody had tried to hire an e-bike. Actually, they tried to hire 2 e-bikes in London, right? So they stopped my card details. Now, working on that, I wouldn't bother with any of these electric vehicles because it's taken him 12 months to get from London to Birmingham.
That's quality, mate. I mean, you know, it must be one of those vegetarian tugs, you know, being all eco-friendly.
He must have walked most of the way.
My God. Mate, I'll tell you what, it blooming makes me laugh, mate, sometimes. I mean, and why is it always takeaways they seem to order as well? It's really bizarre.
I don't know, mate. I just think they're unhealthy. I mean, like I said, last year was an e-bike, so he probably had his fat and fill before he got there and thought, hang on a minute, I ain't got enough money left for the taxi now because I'm fat and filled in a takeaway. So, I know, I'll just hire an e-bike. My mate's fat and full as well, so I'll get him one.
Yeah, he was feeling guilty for all those burgers he ate.
Yeah, possibly, mate.
My God, mate. I mean, yeah, I don't know, mate. It's kind of crazy. I wonder how what's the common denominator that people, one, keep being scammed by, or not scammed, but ID thefted or whatever, for food payments, and for 2, where are they getting everybody's details from? Like, what are people doing on the internet or whatever, where their details are getting lifted on a regular basis like this? Because it happened to Sarah and Tegan the other month.
I really don't know, mate. It happened to my youngest brother's missus as well last month. I really don't know, because the guy asked me, he said, well, you know, have you bought anything in McDonald's? I said, to be honest with you, mate, I don't even like the crap. I said, but I was in there a while ago. I said, I went through the whole story as I do. Went for my eye test. I was with family, so treated them to McDonald's. I said, which came to 30 quid. I said, but I just did the, tap and pay. I said, so I didn't have to put any details in or anything like that. And he said, oh, was that in Birmingham? I said, no, mate. I said, I live in Plymouth. I'm not going to go to Birmingham to get my eye tested and have me McDonald's, am I?
Yeah, I just decided on a day trip to Birmingham to get my eyes tested and get a takeaway. It doesn't even make any sense.
No, it doesn't. Right, I'm going to have to go for a second. My phone's over the other side of the room and it's just gone pinkety pink, so I'll be back.
Roger. It sounded like the doors on, whatchamacallit it?
Yeah, well, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, mate, I tell you what, speaking of spatial programs, mate, I was watching Red Dwarf the other day, mate. I love Red Dwarf.
Yeah. In other news, Yaesu FDDX10 101D for 2,399.
Yeah, baby. That's not bad.
And the DX10, nearly 1,200 quid still.
Yeah, I mean, the popularity of the radio is probably not going to help the prices come down anytime soon, isn't it? Because it's so popular. People are like, well, it's holding its price pretty darn well, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is, mate. It certainly is. Yeah, you got a DX9000, but that's nearly $7,000. And the DX5000 for 2,700. Still a bit pricey.
Yeah, it is. I mean, barring you'd have to come up with external stuff for a waterfall display. I really, really like the 5,000. Yeah, I think the 5,000 and the 9,000 were very much nothing was spared. You know, I feel like when they made the 9,000, they kind of were like, well, we don't care how much this is going to cost, or at least that's what it appears to be like. It was. It very much seemed like it was like, let's just put everything in this thing we can, and whatever it costs is whatever it costs. Whereas a lot of other stuff, they're like, right, we need to hit this price point and have as many features as we can get for that money. Yeah, it's and I think the 5,000 as a trickle down from the 9,000 got a lot of the same technology in it.
Yeah, right on. It's still a lot of money though. They've still got that Acon 1000 for sale.
Yeah. That's they're a bargain. I mean, alright, the tube that goes in them is a fair old chunk of money. What you got to remember is it's only one, or at least I think it's only one. If not, it's two. But they're also very what's the word I'm looking for? I think a lot of the ACOM stuff was built more to like a broadcast spec, i.e. you can be keyed up permanently basically and it's not going to harm it. Whereas most other stuff, like for the amateur market, is built to, you know, like 50% duty cycle or whatever. The latest ICOM they brought out, the flagship one, that one's got the same. I think it's got 200 watt output, but the transistors are in it, 400 watt transistors, and it's rated to be keyed down 100% of the time. So look, even under heavy use, you're not stressing it. I think that's going to be the next thing of innovation for amateur radio. Like people who like doing digital and high duty cycle modes like digital or CW or whatever, when you're transmitting it to full 100%, obviously puts a lot of stress on the gear. So I think the next lot of things to do really for the manufacturers is to overrate everything so that you can do this 100% duty cycle stuff without stressing anything.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, I think that's going to be the way to go. But yeah, so I've got one more payment left on the grey box. and 2 less on the radio.
Yeah, ideal, mate. Ideal. Yeah, I'm still a ways to go yet. Obviously, with all the Christmas stuff and that, it's kind of set me back. Not set me back, but you know what I mean. It's just going to take a little longer. But luckily, touch wood and all that lot. Not really like to need anything anymore, and we're in the sweet spot.
Exactly. What
Right, I'm going to whip off for 10 minutes. I'll still go and deal with the turkey, and I shall be back.
Yep, no worries, mate. Not a problem.
Like I said, what do you need?
Oh, mate, oh, shut up, dog. Nothing, mate. Nothing. I'm all good. You know, touch wood and all that lot. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with everything. I mean, I've got more than I ever thought I would get. Yeah, there's pretty much nothing that would really. I would like a high quality SWR power meter that's accurate and reads peak levels accurately. Something like an LP100 or something like that, but they're really expensive. And to be honest, it's not going to give me any performance. It just keeps you more accurate in putting out as much power as I can legally, and making sure that the SWR readings are as accurate as possible. So there's not really a performance gain, but that's one thing that eventually I think I would like to get. But barring that, I can't really think of anything, to be honest. I mean, not even audio gear wise. I think what we've got does more than what we would ever really need. I mean, obviously, it's always cool to sound a bit better, but there's got to be a limit somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah, QSL, mate. I mean, more than happy with what I've got. Thinking back on it now, the FT DX10 was a good buy. Although I still got the fault when I switch it off, but can live with that, I suppose. I would have liked a bigger radio, but they all do the same thing at the end of the day, so I don't really need anything else. Matt keeps on to me about getting that voice expander or whatever it's called, blah, 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 but it's not something that I'd really use, although he did say it does do other things to deal with the audio rather than having all the voice changing inside of it. Over.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm using one of them, and I never use all the funky effects. I use all the other stuff in it. It's got an exciter in there, pretty much like the SX3040 we've got, but different. It's got different types of EQs, compressors, limiters. It's basically an all-in-one toolbox where you can pick what you want to use it for. So the good thing about the FX2000 is even if you buy a standalone piece of kit that does what you was using the FX2000 for, you can then just switch it into a different mode and add another type of equipment that you haven't got. So it never really outgrows the rack. You know what I mean? Whereas if, like, for instance, say you was to buy like a valve equalizer or something, then the equalizer I've got would then be useless. Whereas that wouldn't be the case with the FX2000. It's always going to have a place where it's adding something that you haven't already got because there's so much in it.
Yeah, QSL, mate. 2e0yro for identification purposes. Yeah, I do understand, but I don't know whether I actually need one.
I mean, it definitely adds a little something, right? So this is with mine on, and I'll turn it off. Hang on. And that's with it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll put it back on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, QSL, I can notice the difference, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, bearing in mind I could change the settings of the other equipment to get back some of what's missing when I put this on, but just the combination of the things works nicely together. It's definitely a nice bit of kit, and it definitely adds a good chunk to the audio there, that's for sure. Absolutely. I think it's a worthwhile buy, but anything beyond that, I mean, I'm kind of stumped as to what else you could really do without getting silly, obviously. I think those 4 items are like the basic toolbox that gives you everything, and you're good to go, as it were.
Yeah, QSL. I mean, I've got 3 spaces that I could fill in my rack, and I'm thinking one that I might get is 18-inch hammer going on there.
Yes, mate. I'll tell you what, I've got a better idea. Right, so on one of the spaces you put the FX2000. Right, so that's I agree with Matt. I think that's a worthwhile buy. The other space, one of the other spaces, you get one of those 19-inch rack mount graphical displays for the audio. So you've got all the bar graph thing. So that'll help you with visually looking at where you're peaking in the audio spectrum and where to add and take away things. So I think that's a worthwhile buy. I wouldn't mind getting one of them. And then in the third slot, third and final slot, you can buy an 18-inch machete that would just fit in nicely. And that's there to chop everything to crap when it all goes wrong.
Yeah, but the trouble is with a machete, it's more effort than a 18-inch lump hammer.
Oh, no, machete's lighter and faster, mate. I think you could do more damage faster with a machete.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. Or, hang on a minute, I could get the 18-inch samurai sword.
Well, that's it. Little, what do they call it? Not a tanto, that's the knife. A wakizashi.
That's it, a wakizashi, yeah. And then that can go along with the new katana that I want to get in the new year. Oh, ideal. I've got it sorted now, mate.
Mate, I've got a bit of an obsession when it comes to blades and not so much swords, more on the knife end of the spectrum. But I like all kind of bladed things for sure. And I really, 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 and I know that there's a lot of folklore around like Japanese bladesmithing and how good they really are and that, and there is truth to that. They don't compare to modern super steels and all the rest of it. That's true, but there's something very beautiful about Japanese kitchen knives, swords, whatever, even their woodworking tools, like a Japanese pull saw. So again, that falls into the same category for me. A Japanese pull saw has got such a narrow, what's called a kerf, which is the thickness of the saw blade. So how finely you can cut something to a line and not overlap it because the saw's so thin is amazing. And when you use one of those things, it only cuts on the pull rather than the push. So they're much more accurate. Like, if you've ever used one, you're like, holy crap, the Western world has got saws completely backwards, like literally.
Yeah, QSL, mate. I was rewatching a documentary night before last about the Japanese sword maker, how they make the katana swords. My God, it's some work in progress with that. He's on about how much carbon's mixed in with the iron ore and blah blah blah. And if when they don't exactly melt it all down, if you know what I mean, even though it's in this furnace that's like thousands of degrees Fahrenheit, it doesn't go to a liquid. It stays as a form. And when he pulls out, he's going, right, well, that's not good, that's no good, that's no good. That's only suitable for knives. That's only suitable for knives. Hang on, we got a bit here we can put towards the sword. It's crazy.
Yeah, they call it a tatara. It's the forge they make it in, and the steel they make is called tamahagane. Yeah, I'm pretty fairly obsessed and very well versed in their methods, mate. You've never seen any of the knives I've made, have you? Unfortunately, I've only got one that I made that I kept myself. Everything else I made for other people. But yeah, I got right into knife making and that. Obviously, as being into that sort of thing, tools of all kinds, I ended up making my own. I did the same when I got into building watches. Like, there were certain tools I needed, and I was like, you know what, you want to buy a really high quality, like, Swiss pair of tweezers that actually grab really fine things properly without it springing out and stuff. They're like 50 quid. So I was like, no. So I bought some brass and made my own tweezers. Like, and they are absolutely epic. Like, you would not believe, the springiest of springy and the most grabby of grabby, without things popping out from them and that. It's, I don't know, mate. It's just the same with anything I do, mate. I'm very obsessive.
Yeah, ideal, mate. Well, you know, that's what you're interested in, it. I suppose the knife making came to an end because Sarah was fed up with coming down in the mornings and seeing smashed up clay, taking hours or whatever, in the living room, was she?
Oh, yeah. She'd come downstairs and she'd be like, what the hell is this giant bonfire doing in the middle of the living room? I'd be like, oh, I'm smelting, go away.
Wouldn't surprise me. I can imagine Matt doing that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
You're welcome, mate. It's the sort of thing you'd do.
Yeah, Nick.
Yes, mate.
I come in on the tail end of the saw. There's a saw that everybody goes for like the bushcrafty type style. It's called a silky saw. It's the same thing. It cuts on the pole rather than the push.
Yep, I've used one. They're awesome, aren't they? Do the guys you know, do they prefer the straight one or the curved one?
Curved.
Yeah. I've only ever tried the straight one, but I've heard from a lot of online stuff that the bushcrafty folks are like, no, you want the curved one because it really bites in either end of the pole. Yeah, they're a fantastic bit of kit, aren't they?
Yep. Yeah, I bought one which was a copy, which I've got here somewhere, which is ideal just for limbs probably 3, maybe 4 inches diameter.
Yeah, ideal, mate. Yeah, they're, I tell you what, once you use a saw that's orientated that way around, you're like, how the heck has the rest of the world decided it's better to cut on the push? It just doesn't make any sense.
Says it unto the vicar.
Exactly, mate.
I have to nip off again in about 20 minutes. I'm just browning the turkey in the oven, and then we're good.
You basting for your life, mate, are you?
A free basting, yeah.
Yeah, I heard you like the free baste, mate.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna pay for it, mate.
It's one of those Colombian turkeys.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't know, mate. I mean, you got probably about most of your bushcrafty dudes are all kind of blade nuts as well, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they're always putting up the next newest, shiniest bit of kit. Newest knife, blah 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 blah. I bought a load of them off a website called Blades and Bows. I don't know if it's still about, but yeah, I bought a few off of there, and still got it. And there's also another one I've got. Hang on, I'll just see if I can. Oh, I can see it. Let's see if I can get the name of it. Hang on.
Yeah, I think Blades and Bows are still around. I'll tell you who else is good as well is Heine Haynes and Blades.uk Claire's Knife and Tool, they're good as well. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. But yeah, they're blooming awesome, mate. Blooming awesome. I quite like the look of some of the stuff Condor make. Condor make a lot of the what should we call them? Traditional blades. So be it saws, bushcraft knives from Sweden and Finland, and that, all the Pukos and Lukus and all those sorts of Scandi ground knives. And then they also do a lot of South American stuff as well. They're pretty cool for the price as well. They're not super cheap, but they're not super expensive either. Anywhere between sort of 50 and 150. So they're right in the medium range, but you get a hell of a lot for your money with Condor. Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah, right on. I'm just trying to read what's on the blade of this knife. I'm on the right side of the mic here. I don't know. It's made in Finland anyway. Matalini or something like that.
Martini. Yeah, they're good, mate. They're good. That's a proper classic, authentic bushcrafty Puko.
Kind of all doing knife, really. But yeah, I've gone past the days of spending silly money, you know. So yeah, it does the job. Perfect.
Oh, sorry, mate. I double with you for a couple of seconds, but it was only a second. Yeah, that's probably Martini. I think they're a Finnish company, and it's probably a Puko, Scandi ground bushcraft knife. Yeah, they're good stuff, mate. Proper good. That's like an authentic, like bushcrafty knife. That's a proper traditional jobby.
Yeah, old edge. Well, anyway.
Yeah, ideal, mate. Ideal. Yeah, I just, I don't know, mate. Ever since I was 8 years old, I even still have my very first knife ever that I got when I was 8 years old. And when we got back, it was me and my dad were down in a campsite down in Bude in Cornwall. And when we got home, like, we're unpacking and that, and Dad's like, "Oh, show Mum your knife." So I showed Mum, and she's like, "Let me have that." Took it off me, and she's like, "You're not having that back." And I'm like, "What?" And Dad's like, "Oh, give back to him." And Mum's like, "No, he's not having that. That's not cool." Because it was like a big, well, fairly big for a folding knife. One of those, like a 4-inch long blade with the, you know, the brass bolsters either end and the wood in the middle. One of the very old schooly traditional lockback styly jobbies. And yeah, she took it off me for years and eventually gave it back to me. And then that was my only knife until, God, probably 16, 17, before I bought anything else. And the obsession never really stopped. Yeah, I don't know, mate. I like the artistry. I like the using. I like the technical side of all the different blade shapes and the grinds and materials. It's all awesome to me, mate. It's good stuff.
Yeah, right on. This is m3pxp for identification purposes.
That's a good point. 2e0njk for identification purposes.
And 2e0 Radio Oscar. Going back to blades, Nick, I was quite surprised that you can still purchase the samurai katana, okay? But you can only purchase it as a sharpened blade made in a traditional style. You can no longer purchase blunt-bladed katanas. How weird is that?
Yeah, it's because it's a curved blade. If it was completely straight, it would be perfectly legit. And when they say made in a traditional way, the technicality of that is, providing it's been made by hand, not spat out by a machine, then you're good to go, mate. And that's not all that expensive. You can get some relatively cheap katanas that are actually sharp for about 300 quid.
Yeah, QSL, mate. My brother sent me a link. Robbie, he sent me a link because he's into his katanas and all that lot. And some of them on there say extremely sharp, but not suitable for cutting through bamboo or human bone.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is machetes suffer with the same problem, right? Is there's certain types of blades that are very much attractive to people who are going to do things with them that you're not really supposed to be doing with any blade. And yeah, I think machetes suffer from that as well. Where like you get a machete in your hand, it's a bit like when you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail. It's the same when you have a machete or a katana.
Yeah, QSL. I can understand. Excuse me. I can understand. Let's say collectors buying katanas and whatever, because they normally just put them on their wall or on a stand, you know, for exhibiting. But I've never ever understood any reason why you should be allowed to purchase a machete in this country. I mean, we have no jungle to chop down.
Mate, you've been out shooting. There's a million reasons to have a machete.
No. If you can't shoot your way through it or blow your way through it, don't bother.
Yeah, that's it. You want to make a fire, right? And you got a whole bunch of twiggage you need to chop up. You're going to sit there with a saw to cut little twigs?
No, I've got feet. I'm sorry, but I just never understood it. I mean, and you know, before they were on about the machete, what was the name that they're given to the knives? They got colourful handles and all that crap, and they tried banning those first. And I'm thinking, well, it's the same principle as the machete. It's a whacking great blade.
No, that's a load of rubbish, mate. A machete is a gardening tool, man. It's just like, I mean, I was only saying to Sarah the other day when she was going on about cutting down the brambles up at the field, I was like, that sounds like a job for a machete to me.
Sounds more like a job for a scythe.
Yeah, no, see, I know what you're saying about the, what do they call them, zombie knives and banning them and that, but I kind of think it's stupid, because I could take a pencil and stab you in the eye 15 times and you're still going to die.
Well, you know what they say, anything from a finger's in it a dangerous weapon.
Yeah, exactly. You can't assign blame to an object. That's really backwards kind of silly thinking, if you ask me. An object is not dangerous. It's the human who's got it that's dangerous. It's a human problem, not a blade problem.
Yeah, QSL. But then going back to, on that scenario, okay, I can go and buy a katana, say today, right? Because I still have my martial arts license, so I have proof that I've got some idea of what I'm talking about, to be honest with you. But a machete, you don't need any what's it called, any scope on what it's for. Well, what do you want it for? Well, I just want to chop people up. Oh, all right then, up to.
Yeah, I don't know, mate. Like I said, I mean, there's a guy on YouTube who does, so he works for the British Museum. He's also done a lot of work up at the Tower of London, helping them organise all the weaponry and that, so he's kind of well respected in the historical stuff. And when they were going on about the zombie knife ban and trying to lump in machetes with it, he was like, I use a machete in my garden every week for getting rid of brambles and all kinds of gardening tasks. And he's like, we've got a petition here going to say that, like, no, don't ban these because it's a perfectly useful tool. And he's again very much of the mindset of it's a human problem, not an implement problem. It's people say the same in America with the guns. Oh, there's too many guns. We need to ban the guns. Blah 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 blah. But again, not that I live in America, but I think it's the same thing. If you've got people with violent tendencies and possible drug or mental health problems, they're going to find a way to hurt people, no matter what you ban. So I think coming at it from that point of view is it would be saying that machete or a gun or a stupid green knife with a saw back on it and the word zombie killer written on it instantly means it's a dangerous weapon. Because if you're going to go down that road, kitchen knives are dangerous because by numbers, the most often used knife in a knife attack is a kitchen knife. So, okay, let's ban kitchen knives. So now that's just made everybody's life a nightmare. And then eventually you get down to like, well, what other kitchen implements are dangerous? Okay, well, you got knives and forks, so we'll ban them as well. And then spoons and rolling pins, and before you know it, you're banning everything because anything can be used as a weapon. It's just not a good way of coming at the problem. I mean, I understand that the governments want to try and find a way to nip things in the bud as quickly as possible, but I think what a normal, reasonable person would call a tool, banning that is not the way to have success in sorting the problem out.
No, QSL, but I mean, do we really need a zombie knife? I mean, I've seen a fair few drunken idiots around, but zombies, I haven't seen any lately.
I don't know, mate. When I was 16, mate, if you gave me one of those things, I'd have been blooming loving it, mate, because it's ridiculous. I don't know. I think I do think that they are kind of marketed at children, to be honest. But, you know, each to their own, mate. If somebody wants something like that and they're not hurting people, then sure. Fill your bits. I think they're ridiculous, but whatever.
Yeah, QSL, man. Mate, what was I going to say? If they're planning on like, banning everything that's dangerous to use, blah, 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 they'd have to board my windows up.
Exactly, mate. I mean, you got freeze-dried omelettes and all sorts, mate. Just think you could suffocate somebody with that.
Yeah,
they'd have to take away
with
his
my over-rubberized omelette. They could be well suffocated, mate. They could actually, ram it in their gob and they just wouldn't be able to breathe. I'd shove some in their gob and the rest of it up their nose.
Yeah, exactly. What was that? They'll have to take away what, Matt?
His hand-operated whisk.
Is that what he calls it? I thought he used to plug in the wall one. You know, it whips them up into a right old frenzy.
In the bath.
Sorry, mate, I doubled with you.
I said you did, but he couldn't use it in the bath. Adapter. Not without his rubber gloves on, anyway.
Yeah, but I'm thinking if I can print myself a cordless drill adapter, job's a good one.
Hey, that's the point, mate. A DeWalt whisk.
Exactly, mate. Whack it on there, stick the whip in the other end, whack, 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 whack.
You playing whack-a-mole over here?
Strange.
What's strange?
Idea of a game called Whack-a-Mole.
It's got to be invented by the Italian mob, innit?
I presume so, yeah. I mean, God. If just say that game hadn't been released until today, right? You'd have animal rights people kicking up hell.
Yep, and then Hungry Hippos as well.
I don't think I've ever played that game. Have we got Whack Day out?
No, there's oh god, there's some like snapping hippos where you whack a thing and it makes their mouth go up and down, and there's marbles on the board, and you got to get it to eat all the marbles before everybody else.
Oh, nice. So you smack that across the head and then choke it on marbles. Lovely.
Yeah, animal rights would be all over that.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Anyway, we'll get off of animal rights since we'll be having meat tomorrow. Meat tomorrow? Whoa!
How's the meat going, Matt?
Getting there, mate. I give it another 5 minutes and I'll go down and take it out. I reckon it'll be done by then.
Ideal, mate. Ideal.
Yeah.
I'll ask you, Nick, because there's no way Matt's having one, but are you having a quiet day tomorrow?
Not really. I'm over Sarah's mum and dad's dogs ain't left on their own all day. So, happy.
QSL, no point in asking Matt because I'll be there. Oh!
Yes. Oh, what fun. Yeah, so we got Mr. Barrage for lunch, and then kick him out the door, drop him home about 4ish, and then go over Mum and Dad's, and then I'll be back. And probably end up trying to get on here for a couple of hours in the evening, I reckon.
Yeah, be sat there in your crimbo jumper, mate, all full of turkey.
Yeah, something like that. Right, just gonna go down and check on the bird.
Roger.
If there are any other stations listening in, just feel free, give us a shout. Just having general chit chat here. More than welcome.
You know what, mate? I headbutted the microphone then. I completely forgot about the the live stream. Let me get that back up and running. Sort out the chat. Nope, no messages. We've got 4 people watching though, so somebody's watching us.
Somebody's watching me. It's my destiny. Ooh.
Wow, that didn't take much.
No, always reminds me of that guy that comes on and blasts Rockwell all over us half the time.
Well, at least it wasn't crazy blooming Russian blooming nut job. I don't know what was going on last time. Was it last time or time before with the Russians? My God, they got loud.
Yeah, the thing is, they never understood me when I was swearing at them in Russian either.
They probably did. They just chose to ignore you like the rest of us.
Oh, thanks a bunch.
You know me, mate. Tell it like it is, isn't it? 2e0njk in the small group and live streaming on YouTube. If anybody wants to join us or has anything to say, don't be shy. Give us a shout and we'll bring you on in. You can also, if we're yabbering and you haven't managed to get in, you can leave your call sign in the YouTube chat box. Link in any of our QRZ pages. There's a link at the top of the page to the YouTube live stream, and you'll be able to get in the chat there. So that's another way you can get in if we're yabbering and not leaving enough space. And yeah, so we're an hour and 7 minutes in on this lovely Christmas Eve at 12:30 UTC.
UTC is the place to be on WKRP.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
I thought you were talking to somebody then.
So did I, mate.
Right, no worries. Yeah. Just had to crank the oven up a little bit. So, 5 minutes, and that'll be it done, I reckon.
Crisp and fried.
Yeah.
Ideal, mate. Living the dream.
Problem is, it smells so good, I want to eat the thing now.
Yeah, Andy, you got beans on toast for tomorrow?
I don't mind, mate. I love whatever's available. I'm always grateful. I'll just they're cursing.
Always grateful.
What?
I don't need none of that.
Well, I'm always grateful. It's just the level of gratitude that I've got.
Yeah, grateful when we leave.
You said it.
Yeah, I don't need any of that audio gear.
Yeah, a load of tap, mate.
Yeah, I don't know why you boys are bothering with that.
I did admit earlier I am quite reasonably happy with my new radio.
Did you really? I must have missed that.
He did. He actually admitted that the DX10 was worthwhile buy.
No. And you coming down with something, mate?
I think I might be, but don't worry, it won't affect me tomorrow.
Good. Alright, I was just checking, that's all, mate. You know, I don't want you to come down with a nasty rash or anything.
A Yesu allergy rash.
That's it. An allergy.
QSL, mate. Yes, I did admit to the radio. I'm happy with the audio gear I've got, as I said, and I did say to Nick about you mentioning that other piece that I'm missing. And maybe I'll get it later, but it's not on my priority list.
Yeah, right on. Well, there's still one on Marketplace.
Can't be any good. It's been on there for ages.
It's an acquired taste, my friend.
It makes me sick about some of these things on Marketplace. I've never purchased anything on Marketplace, to be honest with you, but my neighbour next door, the son has. And he's going, it makes me sick. He said, you know, it's up there, and you go for it, and next minute it's sold. I said, well, why don't they take it down? He said, because they're too lazy.
Yeah, I always look to see how long it's been listed, you know. If it's only been up a couple of days, I'd generally give them a shout, but if it's been up for months, then yeah, it's probably an old listing.
Yeah, well, you mentioned that to me, what, must have been 2-3 months ago.
Yes.
My message, I'm going to say, have you still got this? If he says, yeah, I say, well, you know, drop the price. Drop the price to a $5 and I'll have it.
Yeah, I'll just have a look, see if it's still there.
I mean, I'm being generous. It is Christmas. Anyway, Nick, what are you hoping for Christmas?
Not to get kicked in the teeth.
Yeah, best not come over and, I best not come over then, eh?
Oh, no, definitely not, mate. I mean, it could go all kinds of wrong then.
I'll come off worse because your dogs are savage me, so don't worry about it.
That's a good point. Right, give me 2 seconds, mate. I'll be back.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, Andy, there's 2 listed, but the cheap one's gone.
Yeah, QSL, mate. I think I was going to get one. I'll get a new one anyway. Oh, well, I've got a bit of warranty on it, haven't I?
Yeah, right on. I mean, the 2 that are listed are 85 quid.
Yeah, what are they normally? 120, 130?
No.
How much?
I think they're 2 and a bit.
Are they?
Oh, yeah. You'd have to go on Gear for Music and check, but I think, if I remember rightly, they were just over 2 and a bit.
Oh, well. Can't be bothering with that. There's a couple of model trucks I want to get.
Couple of what?
Model trucks.
I'll model your truck in a minute. Of course, if you sold all that surplus stock you got, you could be running a 101D by now.
Quite possibly. If I sold half the stuff that I never used, I could have the whole Yesu collection here, I think.
Yeah. I reckon you probably could.
Never mind. It's just more mess for other people to clear up when I'm gone.
Yeah, damn right. Right, mate, you're going to have to man the fort. I'm going to go and check the bird. Hang on.
Okay, you go check the bird. Make sure she's alright. Once again, if anybody's listening, don't be afraid. Just give us a shout or pop your message in the YouTube live stream. You can get to the YouTube live stream feed by visiting any of our call signs. That's 2e0Yankee Radio Oscar. That's me. 2e0njk. That's Nick. Or m3pxp. That's Matt. And pop along and drop a message in the chat box, and we shall reply. Thank you. Yeah, no problems, Nick. Hello, radio. I'm talking to myself at the moment. Everybody else is busy, so if anybody's out there, please give us a shout. 2e0Yankee Radio Oscar. Well, talking about Christmas movies, most of these Christmas movies are finger down your throat jobs. For me, a good Christmas movie is Sink the Bismarck, Battle of Britain, Desert Fox, Harry and Nancy's Last Adventure, and anything related to that type of thing.
Wow, you are really pushing the boat out there.
Oh yeah, mate. Yeah, my favorite Christmas film used to be Scrooge, with the original Scrooge, that is, the old black and white version. But I lost faith in that because it ended up happy ending, so I can go.
It was a great movie until they ruined it right at the end, wasn't it?
Exactly, mate. Yeah. Oh, look, Tommy can walk again. Oh, fantastic. Oh, go get that 8-legged turkey for Joe's family. Whatever.
Yeah, it was all good, and then they just had to ruin it, mate. They do it every time.
Oh, what was it? Either Scrooge or Christmas Carol. I can't remember. It's the same film, basically. But Alistair Sim, he was the best one for me. Everybody goes on about... excuse me, hold on. Not Julian Clary. What's his name? The other bloke with a stupid face.
He's a bloke with a stupid face. That could be anybody.
Oh, Jim Carrey. That's it. You know, they all go on. Oh, that was the best one. I'm going, yeah, for modernists. You know, if you like the modern versions, it probably was. But what's it called? The guy that used to play Grant Mitchell in EastEnders. He did a version of Christmas Carol as well. That was more modern, in London. He was a debt collector, throwing tellies over the side of the, what's it called? But he gave in the end. He went and bought more Christmas trees.
Oh, that's just not playing ball, mate. I mean, was he playing it?
I don't know. He starts off all hard and tough, like his EastEnders character, and the next minute he's giving away things. What a wimp-ass.
Yeah, I know. A bit of a letdown, wasn't it? Especially having done that other program, the World's Hardest Gangs or whatever it was.
Yeah, QSL. I'll tell you, I'll watch some of that. Well, yeah, I think it was, yeah. And he's there, you know, and he sat there like, oh, look at me, I'm Mr. R, blah, blah, blah. What you don't see is there's like 40 bodyguards wrapped around him.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you can act it all you like, mate. But when you're words are really hard today, obviously. When you're around a bunch of the cartel killers and stuff, like all the bravado goes out the window, doesn't it?
Yeah, it certainly does, mate. Was it Ross Kemp was it on the front line? I can't remember if it was Chris Tarrell or I know Ross Kemp. He went to Afghanistan with the military, and he's giving it all the like tech speak and all this, like all the mill speak, and I'm thinking you ain't got a clue what you're talking about.
Yeah, teleprompter's a wonderful thing, isn't it?
God, I'd have prompted him with a cattle prod.
Oh, you nearly let one slip, Andy.
I did. Don't get me started. Something got me started.
I was just about to say that was a Simply Red song, wasn't it?
Simply Red.
Well, I'd like to report bird is now out of the oven and just letting it cool before I carve it.
The bird is now out of the oven and walking around the garden.
What are you going to carve it into, mate?
Got it in its mouth.
Go again, Nick.
Sorry, I was going to say, what are you going to carve it into? Like a nice hedgerow?
Yeah, some kind of ice sculpture.
Yeah, that's the one, mate. Alright, back in a minute, mate. I'm just going to go do a brew.
Yeah, no worries.
No problemo. All looking well on the Western Front then, Matt?
Yeah, all good, mate. All gravy. Yep, we're kind of ready to rock and roll, really, mate. Just got a few bits I want to do this afternoon, a bit later on. And, but yeah, pretty much there.
Yeah, QSL. When did you say you're going to be your parents? Boxing Day?
No, Christmas Day after I drop you back, mate.
All right. Because I must admit, that's what I miss, is Boxing Day with my parents. I think that was the only thing I really look forward to on Christmas.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, no, I don't go anywhere Boxing Day. That's my day. I put my feet up doing nothing, you know?
Yeah, don't blame me either, mate. That's what I've got used to now since Mum went. Boxing Day, just totally feet up, chillax, watching a load of tosh on the telly.
Yeah, that's it, mate. Just digesting the food, mate. You're not over mics or anything, then?
No, mate, no. No, because you'll feed me again, and having food over your house is more than enough for a week.
Yeah, but you could still have a doggy bag. Yeah, right on, mate. But, well, it come around quick anyway. Let's say, work. Oh, it's been hellish busy. I'm glad I got this week off, you know?
Yeah, QSL, I can imagine, mate. I was watching the news last night, and I seen Morrison's had a major blip. Apparently, they reduced the price on a load of food yesterday. They couldn't get orders out. People weren't getting the discounts off of their More card. Other bits and pieces, tills were packing up left, right, and centre. So they was to go down. They said, right, well, we're just going to reduce the prices on the turkeys and all that. Like, all the Christmas food was heavily reduced yesterday.
Yeah, right on. A lot of them are doing that. I mean, our system was not much better, to be honest, mate. How should you say it? When I'm out doing the deliveries, you have to scan the containers off the van for each customer. When you scan it, it actually gives you an itemized list of all the stuff in the containers. And 3 or 4 customers I went to yesterday, there was no information at all. All I could do was go, I have arrived at this drop, and there was no information on what they were meant to have or anything. So we had to go back to old school and use the paperwork sheets to work off of to give me an idea of what the container numbers they had to have, you know?
QSL, mate. Makes the job a bit longer then.
Yeah, just a bit. But to be honest, I think it was just the volume of the amount of stuff that was being done. I mean, it was ridiculous, mate. Especially the stuff that people have ordered and then change their mind, they don't want it, or the substitutions or whatever weren't any good. I ended up with 3 complete boxes full that I had to put on the shelves when I got back to the store. I mean, I got home here 12:10 last night.
Wow. What time did you start yesterday?
2 o'clock.
Wow. All day for you then, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, it's overtime, innit? Anything past 8 hours is overtime, so, I'm not complaining. It is what it is, you know?
Yeah, QSL, I think I remember telling you, my favourite model, Jess, she works for Tesco's, pulling the orders that go out on the vans and whatever. And this is, I think this was her first Christmas at Tesco's. And she said, I never thought I would see so much food being packed away. She said, on average, you do so many trolleys a day and blah, blah, blah. And she said, but I was doing like 4 times as many orders as I would normally do. I'm going, well, that's the joys of the season, sweetheart.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it was ridiculous. Where we are, we got 13 vans, and they're out constantly. Basically, they do waves of delivery, so you've got first, second, third, and fourth wave. And all 4 waves, all 13 vans were out.
Yeah, QSL, mate. Well, it's been like, at one point here, we had all the supermarket delivery vans in the square out here. You know, one from each company, basically. Then, I'd never seen it before, but there was an Ocado van. Who's pulling Ocados here, around here?
I think it's part of Morrison's.
Oh, right, yeah. I thought that's unusual. I haven't seen that before. Yeah, but they had an Ocado van down here, so whether they ran out of vans down here and had to pull one from up the line, I don't know.
No, they run Ocado down here, and you can order it online. Yeah, but I think it runs from Morrison's. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so.
Yeah, all right. I'll tell you what, you get the impression that Ocado gives you is like it's a premium, premier, whatever, supermarket type thing, blah, 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 on their adverts. So so you order your order from Ocado, and just for sake, it turns up in a Morrison's van. I'd reject it.
Yeah, no, it will come out in a Ocado van. But I think the actual store it comes from is Morrison's. But don't quote me, I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was,
make sense, I suppose.
Yesterday. I'm just glad I'm not working today.
Obviously, I see on the TV yesterday, Honda, Nissan, and Mitsubishi are all joining together.
Crazy, mate.
To create one major company. So that's 2 other car manufacturers gone down the pan. Basically, they were saying on there yesterday, it's all to do with parts and blah, blah, blah. But the guy was contradicting, saying, not contradicting, I want to go saying, well, that just means that all the cars are all going to look alike. And I'm going, have you seen the trucks lately?
Yeah, it's all going to shit, really.
Yeah, QSL, mate. Seems as if it's going to be one major car manufacturer in a minute and one major truck manufacturer in a minute. there's no character in vehicles anymore, I don't think.
No, mate. I mean, that's why I would never, ever go electric. It's just never going to happen, you know?
No, QSL, mate. They were on about that as well. Nissan's electric car sales are slumping. And apparently they've got targets to meet, and if they don't meet the target, they get fined £15,000. 15 grand for not meeting a target. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, well, this whole electric thing's a scam anyway.
Yeah, QSL, mate. Yeah. I thought, you know, it's not the manufacturer's fault if people are just not interested in electric vehicles. Somebody was saying there the other day, they went to pick up a electric vehicle. I think it was a Fiat 500, right? So he said he picked up the Fiat 500. He was driving it back home. Normally a 2-hour trip took him 5.5 hours because he had to charge it 3 times and he couldn't get on the charging points half the time, and one of the charging points was broken. Makes sense. Don't bother.
Yeah, damn right. Yeah, well, I got breath in my body. I'll never have an electric car.
No, can't see me going that way anyway. At all. The only electric vehicle I'd ever buy would be a remote control one.
A remote control one?
Yeah, remote or radio controlled, whatever you want to call it.
Homlet controlled.
Yeah, rubber Homlet controlled. Model truck.
That's it. Doorstep.
QSL, mate. I'll do the doorstep challenge.
Yeah. Mr. Carter, you back?
Roger.
Have you conflabbed with Sarah yet or not?
Still not home yet, mate.
Really?
Yeah, Roger, mate. Still waiting.
Bloody hell. Mind you, it's Christmas Eve.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it, mate. It's been a bit of a nightmare by all accounts.
What are you going to do? Post it through the letterbox?
I mean, I got no idea, actually. To be honest, it's, who knows, mate.
Spice this. Just bury it in the back garden.
Nah, she wants her cremated, mate, so she can keep up with the rest of them.
Right on. Alright. Just that interference from the other rafter wandering around. But, yeah. I don't know. It's circle of life, mate. Thing is, they don't live very long anyway, do they?
A year and a half to 2.5, anywhere in there.
Yeah, that's the thing. You want to end up with loads of boxes.
Yeah, I reckon she can have a right collection by the time she's done.
Mind you, it could be worse. You could be keeping like cheetahs or something.
Yeah, I mean, at least they're easy to stash, mate. They're quite small.
Yeah, I suppose once they've been done, the box is probably going to be about the size of what do you call it, matchbox.
Pretty much, mate, yeah. She bought little urns, like personalised urns, in preparation for when this was going to happen. I was like, you don't want to do that, you're jinxing yourself. No, I'm not. I mean, literally, like, a week later.
Yeah, well, thing is, like you say, they don't last very long, mate. It's one of those things, you know. But, yeah. Considering we used to dispatch them, it's quite funny to see she's got so many carrots here.
Oh, mate, tell me about it. I mean, God, if she'd seen how many ones we've got, because Tegan being Tegan, there is no difference between a wild one and a domestic one, mate. Not as far as she's concerned, anyway.
Well, there is a YouTube video out there somewhere.
Yep, it's still up, apparently, or at least last we checked, anyway.
Yeah, 2e0Yankee Radio Oscar in the group for identification purposes. Nick, I'm presuming one of our rats has gone suicidal. Is Tegan into art still?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, a lot of things I've been watching lately regarding artwork is that people mix the ashes with paint, right? And they do a piece of art. So they've always got that on their wall or wherever. And one woman, she was about 70 odd. I said, well, I've been doing this, she said, almost all my life. She said, human ashes, pet ashes, whatever ashes you get hold of. And the guy said, well, why would you put it into artwork? She said, because I'm a sod for knocking things over and then having to hoover them up and then realise, oh my God, I've just hoovered up George.
That's a good point, though, isn't it? Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool what she come out with.
Mate, that's called thinking on your feet, mate. I mean, wow. That's actually a really good idea. I like it, mate. Because, you know, these things happen, don't they? You know, you don't want a spillage, do you?
Oh, exactly, mate. Yeah, so if you mix the ashes in with the paint, and you do yourself a decent piece of artwork, you've always got your pet with you at all times, to be honest with you. And no fear of knocking it over, or somebody coming in and going, oh, what's this lump of dust in this pot here? Get rid of that.
Yeah, damn right. Yeah, I'll have to mention that to her, see what she says.
Yeah, QSL, and like, had you known that this was the type of thing that you wanted to do, collect ashes, like Matt says, we could have been bringing them home.
Mate, I'll tell you what, you can, so Sarah was looking at this years ago for the dogs. You can have their ashes turned into a diamond or a sapphire or whatever. So Tegan was like thinking about doing that, but it obviously ain't all that cheap. And I think coming up with the artwork idea there is actually a good substitute for that, because it's something that will be permanently keepable.
Yeah, QSL, mate.
We're on, guys. I'm going to shoot off. I've got to get this
resin
thing carved up and
clear resin, mate.
Things squared away here.
Mix your
Nick, as and when you know,
clear
just send me a text, mate.
In a type of pattern that you want, and then you've got like a necklace or a bracelet or whatever.
Mr. Burridge.
Things we could come up with.
In the morning about 10 a.m.
Yeah, sorry, Matt, I doubled with you.
Yeah, sorry, I'm used to it with you. Yeah, right, I've got to shoot off and get this bird carved, and I've got a few things to deal with. So, like I say, Nick, when you're ready or whatever, just give me a shout, let me know what time you'll be out this evening. And, Mr. Burridge, I'll see you at 10 in the morning, sir.
Yeah, no problem, sorry, Matt, I'll speak to you later.
Take it easy, gents. This is m3pxp. Clear.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Right, we'll call that a day for today. And catch you later, Matt. I'll catch you later, Andy. Yeah, Matt, I'll text you ASAP, mate. As soon as he's home and I've found out what's going on, I'll fire you a message, mate.
Get on, mate. Ideal. No worries. All right, I'll see you in a bit.
No worries, mate. See you in a bit. I'll catch you later on, Andy. Take it easy. Have a good day, mate.
Yep, and you, mate, and enjoy your day tomorrow. 7-3 for me. 2e0 Radio Oscar, no clear.
Yeah, you too, mate. 7-3.
7-3.